Hello, welcome back to Garden Obsessed. My name is Carla. Happy friggin' New Year, people. I kind of took a little impromptu break at the end of December. I hadn't planned on it, but it was well needed, and we got to slow down and spend some quality family time together, and I really, really enjoyed it. So, I guess this is just a little update. Where it's January 1st, we are going to be doing the Pantry Challenge again, the Three Rivers Homestead Pantry Challenge. Last year was my first year participating in it. I really enjoyed it. I think we'll do it pretty much like we did last year. I think last year we said we were going to spend, I think it was like $25 or $30 a week. We'll probably try to better that a little bit this year. I think we're a little more prepared. We have, our freezers are full. We have a lot more of our own produce frozen and stuff this year. I didn't do a ton of canning this year, but we do have a lot of frozen. I also have some carrots and turnip and cabbage and things like that in the fridge to kind of fall back on as far as fresh ingredients. What we'll probably be purchasing every week, I'd like to stick under $25 a week, and that will mostly be for things like dairy. I have coffee every morning. I like to have cream in my coffee. We have cheese quite a bit, and fresh veggies like salads or, lettuce, things like that will be things that we will probably be using that $25 for. What else? There's a few exceptions. My mom's birthday is I failed to account for them last year. So my mom's birthday is near the end of January. My dad's birthday is the first week of February. So those are a lot of times we order takeout. I don't know if we haven't made plans or anything yet this year, but I just want to be prepared that those are times we might kind of break the rules, or those are exceptions to the rule, right? The other thing is on Valentine's Day, Jarrett and I have a tradition where we make sushi at home. So we'll be buying ingredients for that. We have a lot of the things, like we already have the seaweed wraps and the rice and things like that, but a lot of the ingredients we put in them, like avocado, shrimp or crab or, things like that. Jarrett really likes smoked salmon. So we'll be picking up a few of those things. I'm going to try to make that work into our $25 budget, but if it doesn't, I'm okay with going over, as an exception for Valentine's Day. And that might be it. But, if something else comes up, like a special thing, I'll tell you about it and we'll decide what we're going to do. So, yeah, I haven't done a fridge, freezer, pantry tour yet. I think I might do that later this week. But I will keep track of, what we're eating and making for meals and stuff. I probably won't film making everything, but I will at least take photos of, some of the things that we're eating. Last year I found breakfast pretty repetitive, so I'll probably do the same thing I did last year and show you it once, and then if it's the same, I'll just say it's the same. Lola's trying to get an early supper here. It's not time yet, baby. So what else with the Pantry Challenge? I think those are the only rules we're really setting out. The only thing this year is we're not keto, but I am trying to limit the amount of carbs that I'm eating. Not carbs from vegetables, but sugar for sure. I'm not eating any sugar, and things like rice, pasta, stuff like that. So it will be a little more challenging, I think, this year to come up with meals that are different than it was last year. Like those are easy things to store. Those are cheap things that are, you know, easy to add to a meal to kind of bulk it up, that we won't be doing this year. I'm not saying no to like potatoes and corn and things like that, but definitely you won't see very much rice, a little bit, and you won't see very much pasta, a little bit. Yeah, I think that's the only like restriction we're really having. Jarrett will eat some of those things, and you know, if I make some lunches for him, which I probably will do, I think most of the things that we had made I made a little freezer meal video. He's through all of the quesadillas that I made him for lunch. He's through all of the breakfast burritos. There's a few potatoes left, and we have tried all of the freezer meals that I made. The lasagna was good, and I really liked all 3 of the Freezer Meals 101 meals that we made. There was 3 of them, I think. I think my favorite was the beef and broccoli. It was really good, and I don't know why I never thought to do that before. And sometimes you just need, like, you know, someone to put the idea in your brain, right? And I definitely want to make some more of those. I've asked one of my friends where we went today to do the polar bear dip. I told her sometime in January I would like to get together. We did this like quite a long time ago, where we did like a big shopping spree and we made a bunch of freezer meals, and we both really liked it. We made the same things that time. This time we might have to make like different meals and just make them together type of a thing, because our diet's a little different than hers right now. But that's okay. Sometimes it's just nice to have the company, and it's a little more fun to do it when you have some company. And she's not shy, so I know she won't mind me filming it. She's actually the only friend that I've told that I, you know, do this. So she won't mind being in it, and she'll be hilarious for you to watch. So I'm planning to do that. I hope we can get together. She lives about an hour away, so sometimes it's hard for us to get together, especially in the winter when the roads might not be so bad, but we'll make sure we pick a good time when the roads are pretty good, and I think that would be really fun. But yeah, I want to do some more freezer meals and stuff like that. I guess I haven't really shared that I've been off of work for a little while and I'm going back, and so I want to make that transition as easy as possible. I was on medical leave for a while. Everything's okay. But I am a little nervous about going back and having the time to, you know, make healthy meals. We really are taking health seriously in 2024, and I don't want to slide back into old, you know, patterns of convenience. It also, you know, it costs a lot to eat conveniently, you know what I mean? So if I can make it more convenient for me to eat at home than it is to, you know, pick something up at the grocery store or takeout or whatever, it'll be a smoother transition and less stressful. So that's my goal, and definitely expect some more freezer type videos, as well as the pantry challenge videos, what we're actually eating. And when we eat those frozen meals, I'll show you those. So we still have a couple in the freezer from the last time I made them. You'll probably see some of those pop up. Right now we have a lot of like what I call like Christmas groceries. So we'll probably finish some of that up. The kids really wanted like a shrimp ring for New Year's. We had them for New Year's this year. We don't always. So it was, you know, a lot of them are large. So we have quite a bit of shrimp left over. We'll probably have some of that for supper tonight, which I will show you, you know, in the first pantry tour, or the first pantry challenge video. You'll see that. And we have a lot of ingredients we don't always necessarily have, like sour cream and cream cheese. Sour cream is something that I like to have around, but I don't always. And we definitely don't always have cream cheese and things like that. We've got a lot of cheese in the house right now, a lot of crackers, stuff like that. So yeah, you'll see some of that stuff. And you'll see how I'm trying to navigate, you know, a different diet. I have done keto in the past. I did it probably 2 or 3 years ago for about 6 months. And I found it, the most difficult part I found is like in social situations. It's easier when you're home because you're in control of everything that you're using and eating. But when you go out, you know, and you're with friends or you're at someone else's house or something like that, it's a little harder to stick to things like that. And actually, I ended up having, my cholesterol went up when I was on keto. So I stopped doing that, but I am still, well, I wasn't for a while, but I am, again, lower carb. So I feel better when I eat that way, and it has a better impact on my blood sugar, and it's easier for me to maintain a healthier weight. So those are the reasons I do it. I don't think it's for everybody, but I do know that there's not a lot of videos out there eating that way. A lot of the freezer meal videos, you know, it's like a lot of what I consider unhealthy ingredients dumped into a crock pot type of a thing. And that's not the kind that I want to do. I truly want healthy meals, and I want them to make my life easier. And a lot of those other ones, like, you know, marinating meat in a bag, that's not a complete dinner. Like, you know what I mean? I'm interested in complete healthy dinners. So I'm going to scour the web for things like that. And that's what I'm going to be working on in the coming months. So you'll probably see a lot of that stuff. What else? We're garden planning. I've ordered a few seeds. I think I've shown you everything that I've ordered. I do have one more order that I put in not that long ago that isn't here yet. That's mostly stuff for the spring sale that my cousin and I will do. We're going to do some hanging baskets. We did a few last year. We're going to do a few more this year, just like with wave petunias and stuff. So I've ordered some of those. I think I have most of the seeds that I need. I'm going to be a lot more simplified this year. And I know I say this every year, but there will still be a few fun things. I definitely want to grow peanuts again, as long as my peanut seed that I saved is viable. And I want to grow basics. Like I want to have, I mean, we did have some squash success at the community garden, but here at home, it all got eaten by the deer. We had no pumpkins and no squash at home. So that was sad. But I definitely want some of those things here this year. What else? A lot more food, I think. I mean, we grew a lot of food last year, but the season kind of determined, it kind of threw a wrench in my plans for a lot of things. We didn't end up with any turnips. We had very few carrots. Lola ate them all. They were teeny tiny, and there weren't very many of them. I want more dry beans next year. We did have awesome success this year with broccoli and cauliflower. In the past, I've found them very hit or miss if I've had success with them or not, but I think the variety of broccoli that I grew last year, it's a hybrid variety called Gypsy. I'm so happy with it because once the main head was harvested, we ended up with tons of side shoots. Like I think we had almost as much broccoli from the shoots as we did, you know, from the main head. So I ordered some of those seeds, and we're gonna give that a try next year. I can't remember, I have it written down somewhere. I can't remember what cauliflower we grew, but I definitely have lots of cauliflower seeds, so I'll use what I have first. What else? Definitely gonna grow, I've always grown ground cherries in the past, and they like sporadically come up in the garden. I even had them growing in the walkway this year. So those will come up. But I discovered this year, I grew Inca berries this year, and they look almost identical, but the plant is a lot larger and the fruit is a little larger. And I liked the flavor of them even more than I liked ground cherries. So I'm going to start a few Inca berry plants. I won't start any ground cherries, but I know there will be some because they come up every year. What else? I don't know. I'll definitely do a garden planning video and I'll share all of that stuff then. I think this has been a rambly video. I don't think I have anything else to tell you right now. You know, in a week, expect to see, you know, the first pantry challenge video. In between now and then, I probably will do like a pantry tour, what's, you know, in the freezer currently, what's in the cabinets and stuff like that. It's kind of a mess right now. I need to purge from the fridge before I show you what's in it. There's like, you know what it is like over the holidays, right? There's just stuff everywhere. And our dishwasher is still broken, so there's, you know, dirty dishes everywhere. And I can't show you guys that, so I need to make sure that's a little cleaner before. And we've been running the roads the last couple days, so I haven't had a chance to do it yet. But I promise in the next few days I will make that video. Yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season. I hope 2024 treats you really well, and I can't wait to get this year started. Thank you very much for stopping by this little channel. I've got some goals for it this year. Yeah, I'm enjoying the process, even though I've been missing for a few weeks. It's been nice to have a break, but I'm ready to get going again. So thank you for watching. I hope you come back and we will see you next time.